The Whiskey Brothers podcast is intended for an adult listening audience. If you find yourself easily offended, I guarantee this will do it.
They don't want no problem. Nah.
From Houston, Texas, the Whiskey Brothers podcast starts now.
Welcome to the Whiskey Brothers podcast. Hi, everybody. Episode 625. We are your Whiskey Brothers. Now, this podcast, man, has a revolving cast and has for a while and will for a moment further because we have some decisions to make and some seats to fill and some things that are coming up that we'll talk more about later. But we're without Dale Cheeseman. We're without Sam Damaris. We're without Trey Tutson.
Right.
Is there anybody else on this podcast right now that is? Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
It's myself, Slade Ham, your host, and the Right Reverend Robert L. Mungle, joined by, and back again, our good friend Chingo Bling. We went from no Mexicans
to a lot.
to all the Mexicans.
That's how it is.
What happened, Trump?
This
How
is
did
the
this
show
happen?
Trump is going to hate. He's going to hate this fucking show.
We also have on
sooner, man.
we also have on the show Javi Luna.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're still in Corpus, or you're
I am. I'm still in Corpus.
and Midnite.
Hey, how you doing?
That's the only way I know how to bring. You got to tell me your whole name. I know Midnite.
Jesus Midnite Castillo.
That was. Yeah, I wasn't going to get any closer. And where's home for you? Are you Dallas?
Dallas, Texas,
Oh,
South
God.
Oak Cliff.
Gangster.
All right, that's kind of Texas. Yeah, we'll let you slide.
Rob would call it glorified
We would say
Oklahoma.
Oak Cliff, Texas. Oak Cliff, Texas.
Yeah, it's more Oklahoma. It's,
There you go.
that's everybody wears their Texas city with a badge, and you are still one of us if push came to shove.
He just tried. Midnight just tried the.
I forgot it was still on
there was a little bit of the white dog,
Yeah, the white
or
dog.
the white deco. So that was in there. Rob, we're coming from, and it's cool. Chingo, you just sold out. I jumped on a show with you this weekend. Rob did as well.
Mm-hmm.
You just sold out the Houston Improv all weekend long. It was a pleasure to hang out and share your audience. And then tonight, you had one last show. And then Rob, you were hosting an oral history of Houston comedy.
Correct. Yes.
Of which
From 1960 up until yesterday.
I managed to jump on for the last little
Yeah.
era. But
And we had a lot of guys like Andy Huggins, Mike Vance, Billy D. Washington, people who've been on this podcast, and they got to come up and share some stories. And we have it. We recorded it, and we hope to put it out as a special something on the Whiskey Brother page. We'll see. But one of the stories, we had a guy on there. Who was it that told the story?
Falconberry.
Carl Falconberry told the story of how he was doing a show in Nacogdoches. And who was the guy he was with? God, the name
I can't remember his
It was
name,
a black guy, black comic. And they did the show in this fucking shitty little shack, basically, that had no seats. And so they went and borrowed some seats from the elementary school, the little chairs with the desks.
the desks.
The desks. So they got the crowds, and they have no liquor license, so everybody brought their own beer. So everybody's sitting in there smoking cigarettes in this shack, drinking their own beer, and they do this god-awful show. They get to the end, and Falconberry goes up to get his money from the owner, and the guy says, well, I got $200 for you, but I don't have enough money for the other guy, the headliner. And he was like, man, that's some racist bullshit, man. You got enough for him, but he goes, wait a minute, I have this. And he pulls out a briefcase, opens up, and there's a gun in it. And he says, will you take a gun in payment? And so the guy picks it up and says, is this loaded? He goes, yeah. And he points at it and goes, give me my fucking money. Oh, God, that killed me. Yeah.
That's how comedy used to be, man.
Indeed. You're from Corpus. You're a Corpus guy. How's comedy in Corpus, Javi?
It's thriving, actually.
Really?
Yeah. We finally got big enough to have an alt scene. Like, like before, there wasn't enough people. Like, it's like, hey, man, if we start like doing clicks, they're like, it's gonna be just like,
Yeah. There's 8 of us now.
hitting
So
each other.
these two guys will sit in the corner and say, fuck you.
We could couple up.
Yeah, it's two dudes saying we don't fuck with those other 6.
Right. So now you got like 16, so 4 of them are
Yeah, they're doing the coffee shops.
the taquerias.
Yeah,
Where,
yeah,
they're
yeah.
like, we don't need a club.
Yeah, no, but they're doing well. They're doing like Draft House and nice coffee shops. I mean, they're doing it's
Fancy salsa bars.
It's a decent. It's as far as alt scenes go. It's about
you can't.
I want to go
about
down
as
and get
decent
into.
as
I'm
you
going to
can
go down
get.
and get into the alt scene of Corpus Christi.
Corpus Christi alt scene.
Yeah, I want to be the king of the Corpus
That's
Christi alt
that's
scene.
so deep web. It's
Yeah.
the amount of
Who do I
coding. you-
talk to get into the alt scene down there? I want to do 45 minutes at a fucking bakery.
Panaderia. What do they call it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Panaderia. That's the thing.
I always hear
And you know what?
Pandararium, and I think it's.
I am a
like
fan of Mexican food.
Yeah.
I love Mexican food. Tacos, be it enchilada. But God damn it, you Mexicans can't make fucking candy to save your fucking ass.
I
What the
don't like the Mexican.
Yeah, it's gross. It's like coconut. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Who the fuck has a coconut in Mexico? What the fuck?
Yeah, mangoes.
Leche
That's,
quemada.
that's
The
fruit.
caramel type
It's not
stuff.
candy.
Now the caramel ones are okay. I used to get those.
Masapan. It's that like it's like.
What's one? The red,
it's
white,
like
and green.
peanut butter powder. Oh, it's just you know what I'm talking about? But
Yes.
like in block form, like a little cocaine block.
Yes, but it's like pralines without the nuts. I just named some white people shit,
Yeah.
but
yeah.
But it's peanuts.
it's just like, but it's caramely, sugary, chewy-ish, like a albino tootsie
Crumbly.
roll.
Yeah, it's crumbly.
Yeah, I don't get it.
The
A little bit
masapan,
of clay.
It's like peanut butter powder. Like it's like dehydrated peanut butter. Real
What
talk.
the fuck is going on? How do
Basically-
you make such great food and then your desserts are garbage? What the fuck?
You can't do everything,
I
Rob.
don't know. Just we then got the snacking part down
That's-
because it's
The French make croissants, but you got to eat
Yeah.
a snail. Like it's you understand?
Yeah, fair enough.
Mexican snacks. They're so bad they had to import them, like Japanese nuts, and that's like you took the worst snacks from other countries. That's how bad your shit is. Oh, we're gonna make Chinese plums and Japanese nuts candy for some reason.
Yeah,
Ah.
true. That's true.
I went down to the valley.
We fuck up some.
And I went down to the valley and I was like doing a show down there at Siena del Rey. You've done that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great venue. And down there, and I was talking to my buddy, and I was like, "Hey man, I want to get some authentic Mexican food while I'm down here. Let's get some." Took me to fucking Panchos.
No way.
Put the
Yeah.
flag up.
Yeah, I was like,
Sopapillas.
I said I like the sopapillas, but what the fuck? This
Yeah.
is goddamn garbage.
I like going over and getting the dollar tacos that could cost you your head. Like
Those are always
you
good.
go across the border and you never know, right? Like white dude eating tacos.
Oh man.
I'm a
Yeah.
target.
Yeah, man.
I look like I'm worth money.
Adrenaline
Do y'all
junkie. Yeah.
Do y'all remember that back in I think it was in the 80s, but like the Matamoros, it was like a spring breaker kid, and it was like they said it was Satanism. People were scared as fuck. Like I'm not going to. I think it was like he was in Harlingen partying.
Uh-huh.
I think he made national news, but like all of a sudden everyone's devil worshiping. Like I mean, like that's your paranoia is like everybody is right now sacrificing somebody.
That's like a rich white person ghost story. That's what they tell them, like their kids. Like you know how Mexicans are like, oh, my kid's acting up. There's an old lady that killed her kids and by the river, and her name's La Llorona.
Abuelito.
Instead, rich white parents are like, there's this girl named Brandy, and she went to spring break in Mexico.
She wanted to get fingered,
And she was
but
never heard from again.
Instead, her family received a finger.
Wow.
That's how you get fingered in Matamoros.
Damn, son.
Oh. Good times down there, though.
Yeah.
Excellent times.
I love Mexico. I'm a
I've only
Mexican.
been
It's a
one
huge
time.
country. Yeah.
Where'd you go?
Yeah.
It was when I was like 12,
Where'd you go?
but on the other side of Brownsville, because my mom.
Oh,
was from
you
Progresso?
went to like a border town?
Yeah,
Progresso. Yeah.
That's like saying you went to Disneyland.
yeah, I know. It's like
Isn't they like when people go? I went to Disney, but they don't like specify which one they went to, and then you're like, oh, which one?
Oh,
Did you go
Tokyo.
to? I went, yeah, and you're like,
Tokyo.
oh, well, you went to the shitty one. Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Oh, granted, we paid like $6 for a sombrero. I'm sure,
Yeah.
and then because I was like
And all
10 or
the
12.
chiclet.
Yeah.
They do that. That's like one of those certain stereotypes. Man, like I try and fight it. I'm like, don't you stereotype people like that. I travel. I've been places. Places are not like you think they are. But man, they sell the shit out of some chiclets, dude.
I wonder if it's only. I think it's only like mainly a border town type.
Oh,
of
yeah,
thing.
very.
It's weird. It's like it just gets a little like unless you've been like a few hours in.
Right.
Like then that's Mexico. When people are like, "Oh, I went to Reynosa," I'm like, "No."
It's so diverse.
They have black people there. It's not Mexico.
That's funny. They speak English. What the fuck?
Yeah. Gabby can speak English. Yeah, you're not in Mexico.
Yeah.
How far down deep have you been? You've been in.
I've been to Mexico City.
That's like, and the elevation there is ridiculous, right?
I think so.
Yeah, it's something like 5,000 feet.
Yeah, but it's crazy. It's just
Really?
a whole nother world.
But Mexico City's pretty safe. Like it's
Yeah,
Can be.
and there's so much to it. Like just the culture, people's taste, and like rock is huge. Like people, arts.
Our buddies just did a big metal show down there, is how I know. And you always hear about these crazy metal festivals and all these big bands going down and playing.
Bieber, I mean, you name it. I mean,
Yeah.
Bieber.
It's a huge fucking
metal Bieber.
Even good old JB. but no, it's dope.
He went down there for the tattoo.
Yeah.
It's a metropolis, so there's like I'm Mexican, and my whole perspective of what Mexico was changed when I started going outside of Reynosa, Matamoros, Reynosa.
Yep.
Once I started going to the all these other cities, and you start seeing like European, like some shit's just so colonial. Like some looks like you're in Europe.
Wow.
Just a bunch of crazy shit, architecture, like
But it's we always have such a weird, like, in your head you have an idea of everywhere. You know what I mean? Like that's
Right.
Egypt is motherfuckers playing flutes to snakes and the pyramids.
Right.
And we just generally, it's France is they give up whatever I don't know. But every country in your mind you have like some ideal of how
the
it
French
is.
do give up. That's
And
true.
they a lot, like they're 1 for 11 in
Yeah.
world wars. I think they beat themselves. It was the French Revolution. I don't even. You can't even count that.
Like my girl, supposedly her grandma's like, I haven't met her other grandma. Suppose she's like blonde, blue eyed and shit. And the story is,
I can see that.
The story is that the French were there. I forget, I got my wars all mixed up in Mexico, right? But basically, some of the French dudes gave up, as they're known to do, and they went to hide out, and they ended up hooking up with some of these indigenous chicks. So people are like hella mixed, to where like they like on one side of their family, like little Aztec motherfuckers, and then Pepe Le Pew and shit. On the other side,
Pepe Le Pew.
So it's diverse.
Yeah.
To diversity. We're going to take a quick break. I want you to do us a favor. We have a Drunk Dial hotline. You can call it right now, 323-510-SHOT. 323-510-7468. Leave us a message. That can always get played on a future episode. You can also be part of our Patreon. We don't have the camera set up for this episode, but we should.
What you should do for your Patreon fans to give them some exclusive content, Midnite has an excellent singing voice.
What?
So that alone is a lot of value. It should only be for the. You should probably add another pay scale, like for
a
the premium
$500 tier.
Like you a real Whiskey Brothers fan if you got that.
Only Spanish songs though.
Tickle their balls just a little bit. Give them a little. Give them a little tweak. Maybe when we come back, we'll see. More Whiskey Brothers with Midnite, Javi Luna, and our good friend Chingo Bling when we return on the Whiskey Brothers podcast.
Are you new to the Whiskey Brothers? Then check out the legendary first 400 episodes. Access the archives at praisewhiskey.com.
Welcome back to the Whiskey Brothers podcast. Lots of things I need to point out. It's important. Our Patreon is currently going on at the moment, helping us upgrade all of our equipment here. So we're doing the videos now, the first episode on Monday. You guys get to watch. We're doing it with brand new equipment that you guys are kind of helping us pay for. So go by the Patreon page, drop a couple of bucks there. It gets you all the access to the video on Monday, plus the backstage footage that only is visible on our Instagram page. So do all of that. We have got stuff to talk about. Who is here right now? Rob Mungle, Javi Luna, Midnite,
Castillo.
Chiclets.
and Chingo Bling back in the studio with us. Houston comedy, Dallas comedy, Corpus comedy. We're all
Wow.
Texas comics. It's good to be here. We are drinking whiskey. Midnite, I got you a little deep into the. I
Man,
apologize.
I feel like I drank gasoline.
Into
man.
the white, into the.
I don't know what's going
we
on.
got you with a little dick of
You
white,
did.
and you,
that
I know.
shit. You can fire
This is
up
what
a
happened, though,
motorcycle
when
with this.
fans-
This fucking is good.
We have Patreon fans who have donated X amount of money, and then they will send me a note and they go, "But you got to spend it on."
Yeah.
This.
Okay.
So I have to go out and I have to get I have to get it. So
yeah, this is if the devil had a wife, that's what her pussy would taste like.
We'll leave that
I think
over
I
there.
tasted it. I think I tasted it, and it's nasty as fuck.
Yeah, it is.
Midnite, I met you for the first time the other night when I crashed Chingo's show. You're a good dude. You though just bad shit happens. I'm assuming
All the fucking time, man. All the fuck. I got robbed, bro.
That's what Chingo told me.
Standing in line for sneakers, like for shoes, man.
Jordans.
Yeah, Jordans.
You were in line for Jordans. How old are you?
Look, man. That's beside the point.
It is more
Grown ass man in line,
bro.
For fucking Jordans.
It's not Avengers tickets.
I would have robbed you too, man. Fuck.
Look, man. I wanted the experience.
Okay.
And I got something else.
So you were camping out.
I was camping out, man, and I was with this dude, man. And no.
Yeah.
Like that line, I was next to this guy, and he was there. He was,
I mean, how?
Okay,
early,
he was 12.
No.
How early did you get in
Man,
line?
this was 6 years ago.
Okay.
I'm 33.
How early were you that day?
How early did you get there?
I got there at 12 o'clock.
Midnight?
Like at midnight.
Oh, fuck you.
For some shoes.
You showed up at midnight, and when did they drop? When did they release?
Is that where you got your nickname?
They dropped the next morning.
Is that when they got your nickname?
No, man.
Hey, this dumb motherfucker shows up at midnight for some shoes.
Yeah, here comes midnight.
So it's you and a 12-year-old outside an academy in fucking Dallas.
JJY.
Y'all motherfuckers don't understand the sneaker culture.
I think we do.
I'm a sneakerhead, man.
What's
God,
okay?
man.
So you.
I knew this was gonna bite me in the
it
butt.
gets
man.
better. It gets better. So
Fuck this shit.
get to the robbing part.
Look, man. I thought it was just another motherfucker that was gonna buy the shit.
Right.
The 12-year-old?
No, man. When I knew something was wrong because he was old as hell and he was coming towards me, and I was like, "Oh, so man, you here for the line?" He said, "Nah, man, run that shit." Like when he said run that means take your shoes off and everything. Like give me everything you got. Well, I didn't.
You'd have had to
have a gun? You have a gun?
But you'd have had to have
He had a
explained that
gun.
to me. I think I would have been. He probably would have shot me because he'd be like, "Run that shit," and I'm like, "I don't have a credit card machine, sir."
When he said run that shit, I didn't know either, man. I was like, man, motherfucker, I don't run, so go ahead and shoot me. Go ahead and shoot me right here. Fuck that. If you
You're
want
not a small
motherfucker
dude. You're not.
If you want me to run, fuck you. Shoot me.
You're not running.
I'll risk a bullet. I'll risk a bullet.
What are you clocking in at?
Man, I do. I'm 370.
But you're dropping weight.
I'm dropping.
How much?
Weight, you know what I'm saying? About an ounce a week.
You dropped $14 that night.
I'm dropping about $7 an ounce. I got a good dude.
About an ounce.
I got to be at the academy. I got to be at the academy at midnight. But he takes care of me.
I just started yoga, bro. It's like
yoga,
man. Yoga. I got into yoga for my girl convinced me again. You know what I'm saying, to go up there, and I thought I ain't like it because I used to make fun of them motherfuckers. I was like, man, they were there doing that pussy ass shit. That's what I would say,
Yeah.
And then my girl
bending and flexing and stuff.
Bending and flexing, man. Oh, like me and my brother, man.
You didn't punch anything.
Like, man, look at these pussy ass motherfuckers just doing this pussy ass shit, right? And then, I don't know. That's how we talk, man.
What kind of martial art has a hug in it?
What the fuck are they doing? What the fuck? They just sitting down?
All zen, all peaceful,
Right?
Man,
and
lift
shit.
this motherfucker weight up.
all flexible and
Omen.
endorphins and shit. Oh, pussy ass endorphins.
Pussy ass, healthy ass,
Long ass hamstrings.
Flexible
no,
ass.
no disease carrying ass people. Fuck
Water
them old
drinking
pussy ass.
motherfuckers.
Yeah, man.
Well, I'm curious. How much did the run guy get from you?
The run guy? No, he he just took my car keys but he took this is fucked up because man, I'm smart. I'm street smart. I leave my money and everything in the car, right?
And then give them.
How are we gonna get
I
this
get
shit
my
with the
little and I
keys?
get my little flip out chair and I go up there and get in line. All right, and then I tell him, hey man, I'm just gonna get my money and then I'm go up there and get the shoes. Right. And that's smart. That's smart. You don't put your shit on you. You know,
Okay.
you don't keep your shit on you when you're camping out. But everybody else,
this camp out etiquette. This is street. This is camp out etiquette.
I've never bought Jordans or been to a Backstreet Boys concert. So
look, man. Everybody does this shit at one time in their life, okay?
No.
And fuck y'all. Okay, look. I wanted the experience of camping out. I never camped out for a shoe. I'm a sneakerhead, and I like shoes.
I get it.
You know, this is the first time.
So why did he take your car keys?
Look, man. Look, this motherfucker right here.
Why you just pushing?
Look at this motherfucker. Look, this motherfucker. Okay, he starts robbing everybody else, right?
He's robbing everybody in line?
How many of you are there?
He's robbing everybody in line. There's like 10 of us.
10 of y'all. He's only got 6 bullets.
Outside.
This is how Flight Whatever came down, Rob. How did they do it with box cutters? This is exactly. This is America.
Idiots.
This is the 9/11 of fucking shoe.
10 barefoot.
Shoe buying.
10
and look,
barefoot.
every one of them, he was saying, "Hey, take your shoes off." And he was robbing their shoes because their shoes are also worth money.
Because they're wearing
Right.
Jordans.
Yeah, they're all wearing Jordans to the Jordan release.
Yeah.
Except for me. And I was wearing the shoes that I had.
He's got Converses.
And yeah, they were fucking Adidas, but like they were like the fucking they were $15, man. Yeah. And and he comes to me and he goes, nah, player, you can go ahead and keep your fucking shoes. So, he fucking insults me, right? And I was like, man, you robbing me and insulting me, and said, like, bro, you can't do both, bro. Like, you can't do both. You got to choose one: either insult me or rob me, my nigga. You can't.
But don't rob me of my dignity.
Don't rob me of that shit. Don't insult me, man. So like when he was there, he goes, man, shut up, big boy. he put the gun in my chest. Whoa. And that's when I put my hands up, and there was something in my keychain, which was a USB that lit up. That caught his eye. Yeah, it caught his eye. He said, give me that shit. And he didn't know what it was. If he knew what it was, because thugs over there, they don't know about USBs. Yeah.
You're like, hold on, son. How many megabytes is this shit?
How many gigabytes is this shit? No, they don't know about that shit, man. Come on, they don't know about computers.
You've got the fucking plans to the Pentagon.
They don't know about that shit, man. And he takes my keys, and so I don't have no keys to get in my car to buy the shoes.
So he didn't take your car. He
just took the fucking keys.
The worst thief. You got.
Man,
that's the worst heist movie you ever saw. Yeah. Just 10 giving up motherfuckers. Just
I was so offended, bro. Because
as well you should be.
There were nice shoes. They were all right shoes, bro. They weren't even dirty or nothing. He just said, "Nah, play. Nah.
Keep your shoes."
Are you
go ahead and keep your shoes.
You're harder off than me.
You're a diehard sneakerhead.
If I'd have seen 10 people stand there and get robbed by one fucking dude, I would have turned around.
It was 2 dudes.
Oh, it was 2. Okay, so there's 10 people get robbed, but I would have turned around and robbed everybody else in line once they left because they're fucking you pussies. We could have taken him.
Nobody said nothing.
Humanity doesn't work like that. Humanity does not band together in times of terror. That is a myth perpetuated by some bullshit Lifetime movie. No. It does not. In real time, motherfuckers are like, it looks like he's getting robbed. I hope they don't get to me.
Have y'all seen that movie about that Paris train?
Yeah, the 311.
Is it good?
Nah, it's garbage.
Okay. Which one?
It was about like what you were saying, how people, I guess they rose up.
The 3 Army guys that.
Yeah. You could go ahead and keep that player. Keep that shit.
Midnight's on the train.
Go ahead and keep that shit, player.
Midnight's on the train.
Oh, where's it going? Georgia? That one. See what I did there? Okay,
yeah, he's got the fucking knock list from fucking Mission Impossible on his little flash drive. Oh no, he got that shit.
You know what I had? You know what I had on there? I had
porn.
No, I had a Disney movie. I forgot it was.
Moana. I had Moana.
It was probably Mulan or something like that. Shit. I don't know, man. No, it was Ratatouille. I had Ratatouille.
Oh, that's strong though. That's
a strong.
That's a really bold entry into the favorite Disney movie ever.
He went home that night to his girl. Look at all these shoes, baby. I got all these shoes. And what's best?
I get all my.
I got. We don't have to go to the Red Box. I got Ratatouille.
Hey, what if like he got emotional watching Ratatouille and then regretted?
It can't happen. Shut up.
And like regret like, man, I gotta take these shoes back, bro.
And get some women
and rob the guy whose feelings I hurt for not robbing them.
You might have turned his light. He raw tried too. He's like, man, I'm wasting my life. I gotta follow my dreams like this rat.
I can't rob people forever.
Turned his life around.
Could become a chef, man.
Then I can get some of these shoes in line at midnight at a fucking
I
academy.
could be doing a lot better than robbing.
He just opened up a hipster taco
Jordan
revolver.
Did the cops come or anything? Did they?
No.
While they were robbing us, the cops passed by. Oh my god, bro! The only reason they passed by because I was sneaking my little iPhone.
They drove by to laugh at y'all.
They drove by
to laugh at y'all in line.
He's like, look at these fucking idiots.
With your tents and your hammocks and your stupid fucking nylon chairs.
I regretted that shit.
And your thermoses.
Meanwhile, there's some kid in Omaha online the next day. Like, I woke up at 9 in the morning. I'm buying these shoes. Click. There we go.
That's changed. Nobody waits in line anymore, right? You just order them.
Just order them.
Go to Amazon.
I
get them the next day.
But I get it. I understand the thrill of doing something.
Do you?
You go out there, and stand in line. I stood in line for Van Halen tickets.
I did it for. I've done it for records, but not
but
in line.
We don't even try to stand in line for fast food anymore. We just stay in our cars.
Yeah.
There's no. You don't have to. You should have to sleep on some concrete for stuff again.
Yeah, man.
Well, there's people that do for fucking Chick-fil-A. Those fucking idiots.
I was about to say that.
Wow.
They just did it in Corpus.
Wow.
God.
Yeah, y'all got some new one down
Chick-fil-A,
there, right?
Chick-fil-A and
we've
Krispy
gotten 3
Kreme.
in the last year.
They people will get in line.
There's only 400,000 people there, but we need 5 Chick-fil-A's. And they're all on the same side.
And they're all packed.
They're
Yeah.
not like spread out either.
But everybody thick down there though. That's why they need 4 Chick-fil-A.
I don't get it. It's
word
not
for
that
it.
great. People love it. It's
You
not
got-
that great.
Here's the.
decent.
It is
Fucks
though.
with it. I
It's
fucks with it.
as a chicken sandwich goes. It is.
I hate chicken sandwiches.
Well, that's
You
the
get a
problem.
burger.
That's
Get a
the
burger.
That's the problem. You know, that's
Eat
like
a
me
burger.
going. I don't understand the thing about gay bars. Like that's not my
go
thing.
fuck pussy.
That's not what I put in my mouth. So what I'm saying is, you don't like chicken sandwiches. You don't get to judge a place that is specifically designed to
Right.
make chicken sandwiches.
Yeah, and they're
You do understand.
And their breakfast.
I don't. That's also a chicken sandwich.
They have
so just shut up.
Yeah, but I went.
Stop
to their,
judging.
No, I went to their breakfast. No, here's my problem with their breakfast. All right.
Yeah.
Their breakfast is anti-breakfast because when you get breakfast, you get eggs and bacon.
Yeah.
They give you the fully grown chicken, no eggs. You get the fully grown chicken. On a biscuit.
Yes, because they're a chicken sandwich place, Rob.
Yeah, they're bypassing the abortion
and
part
for
of the fucking egg.
It's a mama biscuit.
Yeah.
And for breakfast, they serve breakfast chicken biscuits.
Yeah, but it's a fucking it's a chicken.
It's not for
I don't
you.
want the fucking chicken. I want the egg.
It's not for you.
What about the egg and the?
Yeah, and they put that so you got the mom and the abortion on top of each other, which I think is wrong.
That's inhumane.
It is. You're laughing at like, oh, we took your children and now we put them on top of
and
you.
you made a chicken
and
omelet.
We made a chicken omelet. Fuck you.
A chicken omelet is devilishly good. Especially if you have a
delicious.
It's like you eating a little family.
Look at that. Sounds delicious.
right? A chicken omelet?
Put some honey on that motherfucker. Yeah.
Some honey on them.
Yes.
Honey on that shit with a biscuit.
We got to get out of here. I'm telling you, you look like you got to go anyway. You're like, I made up my mind.
I'll get robbed for one of those.
I'll get robbed. I'd rather get robbed for one of those, man.
Jesus Midnite Castillos, are you online?
Yes, at midnitecomedy.com. I spell it MIDNITE comedy.
There you go. Easy to find. Javi Luna.
Javi Luna Comedy, JAVI.
Simple enough. Chingo Bling.
Chingo
They know where to
Bling.
find you, man. Good things.
And you're on the tour now. You're doing the.
Yeah. My little break, my little vacation is over.
Cool.
The having a baby thing.
Well, look for Chingo on the road. Congratulations on the baby.
Thank you.
Absolutely adorable. I have seen the pictures. We'll have you on another episode. We can be found collectively at Praise Whiskey, me and Rob under our own names. You know the Drunk Dial Hotline. You know the Patreon site. I think that's everything. We'll see you guys on another episode of the Whiskey Brothers podcast.
They don't want no problem. Nah.
Music provided by Scarface. Thank you for listening to yet another excellent episode of the Whiskey Brothers Podcast, the world's funniest podcast ever. The Whiskey Brothers Podcast was made in America by Americans, mostly in and around the Houston area. All content copyright the Whiskey Brothers. This concludes our broadcast day. Goodbye.